Alright, the difference of two squares. This is something you're just going to have to know. This bit here, right? That is the rule, I guess, what the difference of two squares is. It's a fancy name, but all it means is I've got two numbers that are squared, and the difference is because they've been subtracted. So that's the difference between two numbers, and you take one, subtract it from another. So it's the difference of two squared numbers. I'm going to quickly go through and prove this for you. So it's easy enough for us just to say, well, that equals that. But let's sort of show you why it works. So I've got a plus b, a minus b, because our rule says that these two things are the same. A plus b, a minus b is the same as a squared minus b squared. Let's use our splitting the gangs technique to actually expand these two sets of brackets. So I'm going to split it there. So I'm going to split the a and the minus b, which means the a plus b goes there. So that's, if you haven't watched our splitting the gangs video, go back and check. We're just expanding these two brackets. So let's do the expansions. A times a, so a times a gives me a squared. A times b gives me ab. I've got minus b times a. Well, I can write that as minus ab because it doesn't matter what order we multiply in. 2 times 3 is the same as 3 times 2. And I've got b, a minus b times a positive b. So b times b is b squared. It's a positive and a negative, so that'll be a negative. Are there any like terms I can simplify? Yes. That bit there, they're both ab. They're like terms. But you'll notice they cancel each other out. AB minus AB gives me 0. So that bit is gone. It kind of writes itself off. So all I'm left with is a squared minus b squared. Does that look familiar? Yeah, that's this bit up here. That is our difference of two squares. So in other words, that is the same as that. And that's a tool that we can use when we're answering some kind of questions, like this one over here. So let's have a quick look at the one that we're given in our example. Just so happens that in this example, I've got the difference of two squares because I can see that this is the same term at the front, same term at the end of the brackets, and one is plus and one is minus. So really what I'm saying is, like, that's my A, that's my B, that's my A, that's my B, and my difference of two squares rule says that that is the same thing as a squared minus b squared. So let's put those values in. We said that a was 2x, so I've got 2x squared, and we said that b is 3 minus 3 squared. I can expand that out. 2x times 2x, well, 2 times 2 is 4, x times x is x squared, minus 3 times 3 is 9. That's my answer. I've simplified this. I could have, I'm almost tempted to, but I'm not going to. I could have split the gangs, expanded those, and all I'm going to get is this. But I've jumped straight to it using my shortcut rule of the difference of two squares. How about I pause for a second, give you guys one to do where you can simplify using this difference of two squares. All right, here's one for you to have a go at. There are two sets of brackets. Can I simplify them? Well, I could split the gangs and do a bit of work, but we're not going to. We're going to do it sort of in like one step, basically, 2 steps, by using the difference of two squares. I'm going to pause. I'm going to let you have a go at it, and then in a few seconds come back and we'll see if we've got the same answer. All right, I'm back. I hope you got the same as me. Let's have a look. I can see that I've got the same term at the front, and I've got the same term at the end, and they've got a plus and a minus. So I can use my difference of two squares. I'm just going to call this bit A, this bit B, and I know that my answer is going to be a squared minus b squared. So replace the a with the 7m, replace the b with the 5p, and square them. 7 times 7 is 49, m times m is m squared. Minus 5 times 5 is 25, p times p is p squared. That's my solution right there. Hope you got the same. We're going to do a little bit more on difference of two squares in another video where we go the other way. But hopefully you can look at something like this and recognize that, oh, those are the same, just different with the plus or minus. I can use the difference of two squares rule. Well done.